All right, so during that sell, this wall came in here. So keep an eye on ES 4723 overnight. If this can by open make it back over that pivot of 4738, that'll be interesting to follow. Also, after hours, we're getting these IWM buys. I'm watching Bitcoin very closely overnight since I'm in some coin, and tomorrow is, there's this rumor going around that those ETFs could be live end of next week, so could possibly get a pump into tomorrow. Also, that happened, so I'm not convinced yet. We're back in the wedge, however, which is not, that was a fake break of the wedge, and this 200 coincides with my monthly low, and we're not very far off. So if we don't bounce tomorrow, I'm expecting the 200 1 hour SPX to hit by Wednesday, and for CPI to be a reversal, which also is very close to that FOMC announcement price, which is right there. And if by any chance we go underneath that, then all hell's gonna break loose pretty much. But that's the level right there. You can put it in on SPY. It's 46 or 46440. I don't know what would stop this here except this long as narrow volume shelf. Very peculiar action in the close. I don't know if this is real or not. Some NFP fuckery, but nevertheless, we did close under the 21, and it's something I've looked for to start shorting. I just want to know if it's real. Again, it's the first day since November 1st that we've closed underneath it, so it's pretty significant. Didn't do much today except riding some coin, caught that marble, still got some SPY for tomorrow, but I'm just looking at premiums this week. We could have a setup tomorrow where to either side it goes pretty nutty, so I'm either, depending upon how we react to NFP, I am going to act accordingly, and then if no bounce, I don't see why there's going to be any substantial bounce until CPI. Let's see, I didn't look at the longer dates, but it looks like people are betting on a pullback. Not anything crazy, not 60s, 70s, 80s. This is no filter at all. We're still kind of neck and neck, so. And then you got the banks that, JPM put in an all-time high today again, and it's been doing this for a while now. It's still rallying pretty hard, and it's actually broken above that, so I'm keeping a close eye on it. KRE, I don't know when the move is gonna come. It looks more and more like CPI. Some people say that the seasonal workers won't be in NFP tomorrow. Some say they will. I don't know. What I do know is that the RSI is really low, and can it go lower? Yeah, it can go to 0. It can. So I'm looking to buy soon. Okay. I don't think the NAMO has updated quite yet from yesterday. Let's see. Yeah, well, no, not yet. But I suspect expect it's even lower today. So getting in the negatives here. So keep an eye out for a bounce soon. As far as individuals, I mean, Tech did not like that. Why is my computer so slow? Tech did not like this daily candle on 10-year real inside candle. We'll see what it does tomorrow. Still under 4. I would be surprised if they just, after all that work, just let it go raging. We'll have to find out. Still hasn't broken. This gave us the whole range pre-market on Monday, so if they can keep it under that, then it should reverse. If not, if it gets over this, puts all night, all day long type of dealio. Inside candle on the Dixie as well. Closed under the party line. Now, the weird thing about that end of day sell was it didn't reflect in the Dixie whatsoever. It did, however, reflect on the VIX, but not that much. I mean, that's where we opened, so I'm wondering if it was some sort of shenanigans. We'll know before open tomorrow. Coin had quite the recovery today on the heels of JPM and obviously Bitcoin. Opened down below 150, ran all the way to 161. Caught that. Another one I caught towards the end of the day was this stick here. That was nice, but it's kind of a nothing sticking type of market for me, so I have no problem waiting. Meta put in, I mean, look at that. Meta didn't even sell at the end. Very interesting setup right there. It was more so SPY. Amazon not having the best time. That one sold into close. Shitty stocks, not looking the best at all. This consolidated all day, surprisingly. Tesla back under 240. That, however you slice it, does not look good. And if there's no bounce tomorrow off of this ribbon here, I would not be surprised if we see 390 by next Wednesday. As far as SPY, I mean, it's doing some bouncy bear flag shit. This volume shelf held here, which is quite big actually, but again needs to save it here. That's the last one. Underneath this level there's nothing, so 464.40 on tap, big time. And then if for some reason that doesn't hold, we're coming down here. Obviously it'll bounce here, but it's going there. So very interesting tomorrow to see how they play this, if they're going to take it all the way down to FOMC, if they're going to bounce it right here. And it would have to be, it's going to be pretty significant if that 464.40 gives. Because then we won't be trading above the announcement price until next FOMC, which changes a lot of things. LMT did that thing again where it popped in the morning and then really sold hard. Hood spent most of the day around 12. Microsoft, very ugly. Nvidia, surprising that it opened here and held the opening price. Tried a few times today, but again, still not the type of tape where I'm down to throw a bunch of money at this. I'll do some scalping and until I see something. I did have a trend change today. It looked for a while that it was going to be to the upside. It can still be tomorrow. It's plus minus 1 day. As of right now, we're trending down. But again, we're not too much off yesterday's close. We're, 50 cents underneath. So it's not I still think we're kind of ranging here in this downtrend slope. Let's see if we break this wedge. It's got a lot of volume up there, so it's not going to be easy to get above. You kind of need a gapper, and if that happens, we got this head and shoulders possible pattern going on, and then if we can't break these highs, that's going to be a nice short if that's what happens. So interesting times, and I will see you guys tomorrow. But again, until I see some actual moves that stick, I'm not gonna be sitting in 7 hours of chop like this. It's just not. I don't like trading that, and that's fine with me. I like big moves like that, or big moves like this, or something. I mean, today, as an example, I mean, for all day we didn't really go anywhere. Same thing yesterday. Yes, we're moving down, but we're not really moving. It's very choppy. So offers good scalp, but that's about it for me right now until we see some sizable moves. Interesting that this is getting beat up here after hours, but again, I'm gonna keep my eye on Bitcoin. I mean, Boeing didn't go anywhere either. So with that said, let's see if this level on VIX cracks tomorrow. Can Bitcoin make it up here? Is Dixie going to break today's pre-market high? What's Asia gonna do? And most importantly, are we going to crack 4.023 on 10-year yield or not? Thank you guys. See you tomorrow.